It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll be watching the Falcons' veteran linebacker. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Falcons and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next on E!
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing to start the drive. McGee. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
On first down, right. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now right from the gun on third down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, when it comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind in the best way, and getting that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 18 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And that catch. He just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, McGee. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second, here's Algier. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, McGee. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, McGee, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
Throwing on first down, McGee.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. McGee. Touchdown.
Drake London
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Right. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. If they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Right now, throwing on first down. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield.
Let's go now. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it.
Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. McGee. And he's going to be sacked. A second back right at the midfield stripe. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Wright to throw from his end zone. And this is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone. Right. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Returnable here from the 38. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McGee. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, McGee. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. To throw on second down, McGee. He's got a man, complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series. They're getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Right, throwing to start the drive. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, 59 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Gold with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Time to get another look at Drake London in the Falcons offense. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a game.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Being checked, but pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
So Brandon, we said in with a lot of coaches when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, they make sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will... First and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing to start the drive. Right. This one caught by Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Off play action. Right. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Right. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
To throw is right. Throwing to start the drive. And pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now right on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want to run a pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way to break them.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the jet sweep with Patterson. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets...
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Right now, off the play fake. Caught by Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And it's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive. It would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Right. This one left side caught by Gibson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Let's do this, man. We can't stop this. Rock and roll. It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn. Let's go. You ain't seen it like that. Let's go. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Right. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Wright from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Operating from the gun. Wright. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 13 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They have had no answer for this connection all night long.
You just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw.
quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. Now goal for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 35-31, and time a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. Able to find Patterson. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. One final shot now. Not even sure he can get it to the end zone from this distance.
It's going to take as much time as he has. You actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try to get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try to get to the end zone that way.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete pass, that's probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
it.